I never really made a video about Super Bowl 49, so today I thought I would have my thoughts about Super Bowl 49, what I thought about the game. It was voted the greatest game of all time, according to the fans. I'm not really sure if that would be the case for me as a Seahawks fan, but as a football fan, I can totally say that it was a great game. It was obviously a way better Super Bowl than last year's 43-8. Obviously, as a Seahawks fan, I would love that game because we won our first Super Bowl, so I'm not going to hate that game whatsoever. But as a football fan, everyone can all know that that game absolutely sucked because it was just a complete blowout from the beginning of the game. This game was a little bit different. Seahawks got off to kind of a slow start, ended off the first half doing pretty well. They ended up tying the game up to Chris Matthews for a touchdown. But what really lost us the game, guys, in my honest opinion, what lost us the game was losing Jeremy Lane. When we lost Jeremy Lane, that was basically it. When you really think about it, Harold Simon was burned all night long. He was just getting burned by Julian Edelman. I believe that's who he was basically covering most of the game. He burned him for a touchdown constantly. Harold Simon was getting burned, and that's what really lost us the game. I don't know why Julian Edelman thought it would be okay to go ahead and hit Jeremy Lane. He was going out of bounds, and what do you know? He makes a tackle that was not needed. It breaks his wrist, and he tears his ACL. You could not have asked for a worse way to end your season, especially when you intercept the first ball you ever intercepted, I believe, in the Super Bowl against Tom Brady. And I believe it was the first quarter, the score was 0-0. You intercept the ball. Julian Edelman decides, hey, I'm going to hit this guy out of bounds for no reason when he was running out of bounds. And that's what really killed us in this game. What I feel really killed us in this game. Obviously, there's many other reasons why we failed in this game. Cliff Avril going out with a concussion was huge. And I believe that was right before the fourth quarter started. He had a concussion. He was out for the rest of the game. We could not get any pressure on Tom Brady. He was just sitting there like a sitting duck, just watching the water stream by. It was just so easy for him. He had plenty of time to throw the ball. And your corners can only cover for so long. You can't cover for 10 minutes, And it was basically like 10 seconds is how much time he would have per pass throw. Obviously, it was great coverage. That was the whole reason why it took him so long. But the whole issue was our defensive line could not get to Tom Brady. We could not pressure him. Now let's talk about the final play of the Super Bowl from the Seahawks. The Seahawks decide to throw a passing play on a 2nd and goal, which is not a bad idea. Here's my whole entire view on the passing play. I'm not against a passing play. I'm not against a passing play, okay? But the passing play that was called was absolutely terrible. Why do you call a slant route and a route that can be easily jumped, overthrown like it wasn't? It wasn't really overthrown. Ricardo Lockett did not fight for that ball enough. He did not go after it enough. He kind of slowed down. It just seemed like, I don't know what it was. It just seemed too unreal. I don't know why he slowed down. I don't know why he just let Malcolm Butler hit him and he just fell back and it was nothing. That was it. It was basically the game. I was shocked. When the Jermaine Kearse catch happened, me and my friend looked at each other because I was at a friend's house with a couple other guys, and we looked at each other and we're like, we're winning this game. This is our second Super Bowl, back-to-back Super Bowls, fans since so long. I can't believe this. It's unbelievable. And I almost feel like I wish that play would have never happened because I almost feel that the Seahawks got a little cocky there. They thought to themselves, oh, we got this in the bag. We're going to throw the ball here. They won't even be expecting it. And I feel like Bill Belichick played mind games with Pete Carroll, and that was the whole issue with us losing that football game. We should have decided something different. The passing play that was called a slant route was not the greatest of decisions. You throw it to your third receiver in Ricardo Lockett when you have Doug Baldwin or Jermaine Kearse, who are way better catchers, guys that would have fought for the ball and not given up on it so easily. Ricardo Lockett is a very small dude when it comes to size. Why not give it to Chris Matthews, the guy that was tremendous all night long? Why not run it to beast mode? There's so many whys in this equation that nobody will ever find out. But the passing play that was called, here's my take on it. I would have went with the passing play as well in that situation, because if you're on a 2nd and goal, there's 26 seconds remaining when the play was called or hiked, It was hiked. There's about 18 seconds left when the play was finished. Now, if you think about that, you run the passing play. If it doesn't work, you have 18 seconds. You run the ball. If Lynch doesn't get in, which is very unlikely, even though he's 1 of 6, I believe, the Patriots line wasn't the greatest. He was on the flipping half-yard line. I really don't think it's that hard for Marshawn Lynch to get across the half-yard line. Could have done a read option, could have done so many options, etc. And then on 4th down, if you wouldn't have gotten at the 3rd down, you call timeout when there's about 3 seconds remaining. Do or die, winner takes all on this play. If they stop us, we lose. If we get in, we win the game. It's that simple. I could understand where Pete Carroll was coming from and how he wanted to use that situation. It seemed like a good idea when it first started. I felt like Russell Wilson should have thought about it for a second. It's just like he was so quick. It was boom. Next thing you know, intercepted, game over. I'm sitting here stunned, could not believe it, could not believe my eyes, losing money on this game. I felt so saddened when this game ended. I was so upset. I was just not happy. I was pretty mad as well because I thought to myself, who would call that? Why would you call a passing play when you have the best running back in the league? In my honest opinion, he is the best running back in the league with the offensive line that he has. He's one of the best backs in the league. It's that simple. Best contact running back for one thing. And you decide to pass it. That was my first thoughts. I think I had those thoughts for many days, I'm not over the game. I'm really not. I mean, I guess I'm over it to a certain extent, but I will never forget that play. I will never forget how we choked on the one, how we choked in the 4th quarter. We really did. In the 4th quarter, we gave up 14 points. That was tough. That right there, I mean, our defense didn't do that all year. Here's my thing. I'm going to come up with an excuse, obviously, because, whatever. It's in my fan of me. I feel like if both teams were 100% healthy, this would have been a different outcome. I feel the Seahawks would have demolished them. I don't feel the Seahawks would have lost this game if they were 100%. We had Cam Chancellor hurt. We had Richard Sherman hurt. We had Earl Thomas hurt. We had so many guys hurt, and we still put up a fight. We did a great job. I feel like we played a great game. It was a great game overall. It was sad to see the Seahawks lose the game, but overall it was a good game. It was a great game. It really was. Obviously, as a football fan, as a Seahawks fan, I hated the game. I don't want to ever see it again. I don't even want to watch that play. I've watched that play way too many times that every single time I see that video clip, it makes me just absolutely think to myself, why? Why? But in reality, the Seahawks right now should have 3 rings. That's just how it is. That's what should have happened. We should be having 3 rings. Obviously, you guys are probably thinking, wait, what are you talking about, dude? You only have 1 ring. Well, Super Bowl 40, please watch that again. See how we got robbed from the referees, and then tell me if we should have had 3 rings. We really should have. It should have been our game. We should have won the game. We should have ran the ball. There's so many things. There's so many guessing. What could have you done? What could you do? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's over with. I'm obviously upset about it still today. It is April 7th, but for some reason, it's whatever. I mean, it's over. It's done with. Hopefully the Seahawks can come back stronger next year and maybe even make another appearance. If they don't, I'm still going to be a fan. I still love this team. This team is a great team, great group of guys. We have a bunch of guys that we have to sign next year. I believe it's Russell Okung, obviously Russell Wilson, which I think we're going to have him signed before the season even starts, because I think as soon as the draft ends, I think the Seahawks will go ahead and pick up Russell Wilson's contract, sign him to a new deal. Picking up Jimmy Graham was tremendous. That's a guy we could have thrown to in the Super Bowl on the half-yard line. Regardless, it was a good season for the Seahawks. They played well. They met expectations, really. Obviously, starting off the season, it was sketchy. We were 3-3. Next thing you know, we go to 12-4. Bobby Wagner came back, and that was the huge boost that we needed. That's really what formed our team. And the Seahawks just absolutely dominated the whole entire season. You can say we faced second-string quarterbacks, etc., but we played a tremendous group of football. The NFC Championship game, I mean, I didn't feel like we were going to lose it. It's just something in me. The guy on Twitter, he was constantly retweeting everything, and, I'm sitting here, oh boy, here we go. Seahawks are just... we're going to lose. Who knows? We might lose this game. And he's tweeting away, retweeting a bunch of stuff. And the next thing you know, we just dominated the end of the game. It was a tremendous game. in the NFC Championship game for us to come back. It wasn't so great in the Super Bowl. It was really sad to see the way the guys reacted. It was sad of the classiness. I don't know the word. Okay, they were not. I can't think of the word right now. But they were very unclassy. They were so disrespectful to start throwing punches, fighting, etc. That was wrong. That was stupid. In that biggest stage in NFL, I'm also pretty upset that the Patriots still haven't had any punishment for cheating. I'm not saying that they wouldn't have dominated the Colts, but you cheated. It doesn't matter. I still think they would have killed the Colts 100%. I still think they'd be in the Super Bowl, but they should be punished for cheating. It doesn't matter the severity of it. You cheated. Why is it that players are getting, banned for a year for smoking weed, but then a team cheats as a whole, deflates footballs, and for some reason, they're not punished at all? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's just the way it is. That's how the NFL is. It seems like we go ahead and let domestic abusers and bad people play in the NFL. It's like it's filled with a bunch of thugs when it comes down to it. There's a lot of guys in the NFL that are just, why are they in the NFL? They shouldn't be in the NFL. They should be in a jail cell. It's that simple. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave me a like and a comment. I will try my best to reply to your comments, any of your, opinions on the matter. This was my opinion of the whole entire season of the Seahawks and everything like that. I hope you respected it. And if you are going to, if I'm going to respect yours, going to have to respect mine. I respect your guys' opinions. Everybody has their opinion on everything. It's like we just need to respect each other's opinions. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.